ऋषभ अब बहुत हो गया है we've been facing some issues in working together so I thought it's time for a bit of couples therapy.
A podcast couple therapy.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like talking pillow ने भी काम नहीं किया है, so I have called a professional who can help us with this. Not with just our issues, but in general जो भी हमारा चल रहा है. So please guys welcome Miss Prachi Bhatia.
I think therapy for a lot of people is such a misinterpreted concept, right? And there's so much misinformation about this. People think that, I have an issue or if I'm not able to cope up with my life, that's when I should go and take therapy. But I think it's like a vaccination, something that you take to prepare yourself.
Does it cause blood clots?
No, it does not.
Do you feel like कि ये जो perception है जहाँ पे हर एक इंडिविजुअल को अलग अलग तरीके से ये चीज हिट कर रही है, ये क्या चाइल्डहुड से आता है? हाँ? Dude.
I had a good child.
Spiritualism और medical therapy में क्या difference है और is it the same thing?
Spirituality, you have certain practices that you apply yourself to dive within and understand what's going on. In therapy, therapists will guide you in that process, right? And support you with that process. Words like anxiety, trauma just being thrown, like pop culture has romanticized these words, which I don't understand, especially Gen Z.
कभी ऐसा किसी थेरेपी सेशन में प्राची ऐसा कभी बोला है क्या कि सुबह 5:30 बजे उठो सारी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी? इच्छा हुई है क्या?
अगर ऐसा हो रहा है तो मेरी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं हो सकती. Hello and welcome back to the Everything You Should Know podcast brought to you by Blue Tech Studios and Rishabh अब बहुत हो गया है we've been facing some issues in working together so I thought it's time for a bit of couples therapy.
A podcast couple therapy.
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
So yeah, basically मैं सोच रहा था इस बारे में and I feel like कि talking pillow ने भी काम नहीं किया है, so I have called a professional who can help us with this. Not with just our issues, but in general जो भी हमारा चल रहा है. So please guys welcome Miss Prachi Bhatia.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Please.
Hello. Hi.
So guys, Prachi here is here with us today, and Prachi she's been practicing psychology for the last 3 years now. So Prachi, कैसा चल रहा है? For the last 1 week, what have you been up to? क्या चल रहा है life में अभी?
It's been going pretty well. I have a lot of family over, so it's work plus leisure going on.
Yeah.
I have an event coming up tomorrow as well, which has to do with Manala art and candlelight musical, and this podcast that I had today. So thank you guys first of all for having me over, and it's been going pretty well. Like I said, what about you guys?
Same old
Issues.
Some issues we have been.
वो तो चलते ही रहते हैं यार.
So when we talk about psychology and therapy, what do you mean by that? Can you give us a brief background कि क्या है ये, so we have something to start with.
So I think therapy for a lot of people is such a misinterpreted concept, right? And there's so much misinformation about this. People think that if I have an issue or if I'm not able to cope up with my life, that's when I should go and take therapy. But I think it's like a vaccination, like something that you take to prepare yourself.
Does it cause blood clots?
No, it does not.
It's a good vaccination.
In some cases
It's a good vaccination.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a good vaccination that prepares you and preps you for anything that might come up into your life or pop up in terms of say issues or challenges. It's something that we all face, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you all also face some sort of a challenge every day in your life. Therapy prepares you in a way that you have all the equipments ready in terms of your emotional coping or in terms of say the intellectual understanding of what's happening with you, B, what is the right way that works well for you to deal with the situation, and then a little bit of experimentation.
Okay.
You then understand how to.
So how did this start? ये ऐसे चालू हुआ है क्या कि you felt like यार I have some issues so I should explore it more? कैसे ये field of कैसा study में कैसा है?
Yeah, I think I was in 11th grade when I took up this subject, and my teacher asked me कि लिखो. The first lecture was write 5 things that you don't like about yourself and 5 things that you like about yourself.
क्या लिखा?
कुछ नहीं लिखा, कुछ भी नहीं लिखा. That was the problem. I was like, dude, I don't know anything about myself. this is sick. Like the most time that you spend with anyone is your own self.
ऋषभ अगर तेको ये कोई 11th में देता, what
Dude,
would have
so,
you written? This.
I don't know यार, dude, like 11th में मेरे हिसाब से मेरे पास काफी सारी चीजें थी. मेरे को I feel like कि 11th में I was safe, but after my undergraduation थोड़ा सा so but हाँ, but what about you?
I'm very narcissistic. बहुत अच्छी चीजें लिखता हूँ अपने बारे में.
So like, that was fast. That was fast.
Look, I know what I am.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think I started developing a deeper understanding of myself from there, and also the people around me, which made me so curious to read human behavior.
This is a question. Like I had this question. When you started learning about psychology and how the brain works and everything, you just meet people and think,
Red flag.
like respectfully.
नहीं, मतलब-
like ऐसे, like they don't even know कि क्या.
मैं पता है कल I was legit thinking about this yesterday only कि when like प्राची या फिर कोई भी साइकोलॉजिस्ट जो कि सारी चीजों के बारे में पढ़ता है, डेटिंग लाइफ टफ नहीं हो जाती थोड़ी कि यार फर्स्ट मीटिंग में ऐसा लग रहा है कि थोड़ा सा ये तो
Don't you like start judging people as say like because you know psychology so.
I do. So we don't judge people; we psychoanalyze.
okay
Yeah.
okay
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I do. That's what I do. But yeah, it does not actually make it difficult. It makes it easier because I know who I don't want to give my energy to. I understand that this is the kind of person that I don't want to engage with. I make my distance.
बट बिफोर यार आपको ये पता हो कि आपको क्या चाहिए, आपको कई बार ये भी पता होना चाहिए कि आपको क्या नहीं चाहिए, राइट?
Exactly.
Yeah.
और वो I think पहले पता चलता
पहले
है.
चलना और पता चलना भी चाहिए पहले वो, तब उसके बाद ही वो पिफनी वाला टाइप आता है कि शिट डूड मेरे को ये एनर्जी नहीं चाहिए मेरे आसपास. तो ऐसी कितनी एनर्जीज रह चुकी हैं प्राची?
काफी एनर्जीज.
बात करो
उसकी थेरेपी चल रही है.
Yeah, it's like
and it's free.
Don't worry, we're trained professionals.
right. अभी क्या मैं उस जोन में नहीं हूँ. Yeah, I'm a different person when I'm in therapy, and I'm a different person when I'm sitting.
ये switch कैसे होता है? Because sometimes when I was in undergraduation, मैं मुझे ऐसे मेरे काफी फ्रेंड्स थे जिनको लगा था कि यार थेरेपी में हमें घुसना है. मुझे जरूरत आज भी है पर मेरा
good psychologist.
Sorry to cut you guys, but I think जरूरत सबको होती है.
सबको हाँ. So basically उस टाइम पे मुझे ऐसा लगा था कि यार bro, मतलब हम भी कर सकते हैं ये काम, राइट? क्या करना है, सामने वाले को सुनना है, but it's not easy, right? It's not easy. It's not at all easy.
I heard this. I heard this so many times कि ये तो हम भी कर सकते हैं.
Exactly.
सुनना ही तो है, बैठना है तो मेहनत करो.
The rage.
Technically, we are doing it.
हाँ,
Just
मतलब
a
हाँ.
different version
Yeah.
of it.
But like coming back to that कि so after your like 11th में you started with all that SAN की 5 weaknesses and 5
Yeah.
strengths. उसके बाद you did your undergraduation
From Jai Hind,
Okay.
Mumbai, because that time, so I'm from Indore only, and here there were no colleges or no courses that were, up to the mark for us to start studying it. It was a fairly new subject. This is like 8 years back. So it was very new, and I had to fight for, this subject in our school also. There were like 18 people who fought for it. No, that we don't want to leave our school, just get someone. We want to learn this. So we had to fight a lot. Like till date, I think mental health is so under-established as an industry in India. You have to really make your path and find your own way. So I did my bachelor's from Jai Hind. Then I got back because of COVID. So I did my master's in clinical psychology from Indore itself. And then I got a job right after it. So I was in a wellness consultancy, that corporate world.
and also ghostwriters for a lot of PhD writers.
Yeah. I did a lot of data coding and transcripts for PhD researchers. All of that was going on, but didn't fit myself into the corporate world at all, or the job sector, I guess. Wanted to set my own practice since the start, but I think gaining the right kind of exposure and experience was very important. Because that happens with a lot of clinicians, they just start right after their masters. And what we study in theory and what we actually practice is very different.
Yeah.
It's so different. Since I started my practice, I explored so much about myself as a therapist also. Different roles that I play with different clients. Because सबकी personality अलग-अलग होती है. अब जो इसके साथ काम करेगा वो जरूरी नहीं है तेरे साथ काम करे. Right? So I also found my own path.
Drinking won't work for you.
Don't do that. Yeah.
So yeah, based on different personalities and how people think and their life, how it has been, makes a lot of difference. So I think practicing is very important. You then learn your own ways.
But Did your experience in the corporate world lead to negative mental health, if that's a thing?
It sort of did, you know, because so someone who handles a team of psychologists should also be a psychologist, right? And my boss was a businesswoman, right? She wanted to run a business. Nothing wrong on her part.
Of course,
Yeah,
But
very different perspective.
yeah, but the focus was on targets, numbers, not really on the well-being of the person. And as a therapist, we're always looking out for the client's well-being, no matter what. So if, for example, even if there's a case of, say, domestic violence, no matter how you know, agitated I might get, ki, okay, this is so wrong morally in all ways, but if he's my client, I have to look out for their well-being, right? I cannot tell them to their face that this is wrong what you've done. So there are a lot of moral inclinations also that we have to sort of keep aside. The biases that we have related to certain concepts, we have to keep them aside and focus on the client's well-being.
But how do you bring this up when you feel like कि नहीं सामने वाला, like my client is wrong, but of course वो सीधे आप directly बोल नहीं सकते हो, right? So how do you like smooth it out कि मैं मुझे किस तरीके से बोलना है? उसकी कोई प्रिपरेशन तो होती नहीं होगी. मुझे नहीं लगता किताब में कहीं लिखा है कि these are the steps you have to like learn and see कि सामने वाला कैसे react करता है. तो do you throw some small hooks first? You do that. Okay.
Yes. We throw some small hooks, and I think this is common with all clients. People think that we advise them or we tell them something. We actually bring them to a place where they realize it by their own selves. Right? You pose the right kind of questions. You like probe them in the right places, because you know, you develop an understanding of that, and then you probe them in the right places where they themselves come up with something like, okay, maybe that was wrong. You know, maybe something that I said was wrong.
But what
ऐसा नहीं कि डायरेक्ट जाके कि तेरी माँ की गलती है.
नहीं हाँ मतलब but see at the I feel like therapy में जैसा like अब starting में आपने you said कि अभी भी इंडिया में काफी कल्चर है जो कि इस चीज को एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पाया.
But it has increased, right?
Yeah.
Globally, especially.
But my point is Chirag कि at the same time I have seen this with people कि there are some people who just want to vent it out.
Yeah.
They just like doesn't matter क्या सही है क्या गलत है, अब मुझे बस मेरा वेंट आउट करना है. And I feel कि this is a
can listen.
Yeah, I just like आप भले आप गलत हो, like they don't want to change themselves, they don't want to bring that positivity, they just want to vent out. तो वो how do you tackle that when you feel like यार सामने वाला जो मेरे सामने बैठा हुआ है, he's not looking for the answers, he's not looking for कि मैं कैसे ठीक हूँ, he just want to like garbage out, like मेरे को बस निकालना है बाहर.
I think this would be common for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. In such cases, you give them the freedom of whatever they want to, right? We're always taught not to treat a client with something that they're not coming up with. Even if I can see कि यार ये लेकर आया कि इसको anxiety है, but इसको तो ये और 10 चीजें, it's not my role, it's not my job to tell them that this is something also going on with you. Okay, whatever they're bringing on the table, my job is to like work with them and see how can I make them the best version of themselves when they're, you know, moving out of the structure.
And how do you manage it? Like of course therapists के भी bad days होते होंगे, so like how do you manage when you are not having a good day and तुझे सुनना पड़ रहा है कि like मेरे साथ ये हो गया, मेरी बाई नहीं आई आज, like my friend she's a bitch, you know.
मेरे साथ ये हुआ, मेरे साथ क्या हुआ? You get this feeling ever?
Yeah, because
I do actually a lot of times. So I have Gen Z clients also.
हाँ.
So Gen Z's
let's talk about fucking Gen Z's.
Okay, I actually want to know Gen Z की क्या problems है.
Yeah, so sometimes I do feel like, okay, you know, हमने तो यार ये सब कर भी लिया, and it's, you know, not a big deal for me. But I think that's where my professionalism comes in, where, you know, you cannot tell if, say, something bothers me, and then the same thing cannot bother you in the same way, right? Even if it's one situation that we're all going through, the way that all of us are going to perceive it is very different.
Yeah.
Imagine 10 people sitting in this room. अगर हम ये same चीज experience कर रहे हैं ना, हम सबका perception different होगा, and the way that it's affecting us.
Do you feel like कि ये जो perception है जहाँ पे एक हर एक individual को अलग-अलग तरीके से ये चीज hit कर रही है, ये क्या childhood से आता है? हाँ?
Yes.
क्या?
देखा? Dude.
I had a good child.
No, but I'm just saying कि like एक कहीं ना कहीं आपकी childhood, आपकी upbringing से आपको समझ में आता है कौन सी चीज आपको hurt कर रही है, कौन सी चीज इनके लिए कुछ नहीं हो सकती है, मेरे लिए सब कुछ हो सकती है.
A lot of the times, like जितना I've seen in movies and TV shows, It usually ends up being something that happened to you back then, and that's affecting you.
कैसा लगता है like कितना सच है ये? Is everything related to your childhood and upbringing?
Not everything. There is a combination of factors. So it's the nature versus nurture debate that we call it in psychology, which says कि यार आपके genetics से आपको mental health issues आ रहे हैं या आपके upbringing से आ रहे हैं. So nature is basically your upbringing and your genetics, and nurture is the environment. I think both of these things play a very big role, like how diabetes, cancer, or certain physical illnesses get transferred to you through your genetics. Sometimes mental illnesses are also transferred to you through your genes. Basically, it makes you more likely to develop those. ज़रूरी नहीं कि हो गई, it makes you more likely to develop that, right? So that's why एक चीज़ मुझे ज़्यादा affect कर सकती है क्योंकि it's in my genetic mutation to like get stressed over it, and you might not get stressed over it because you're like क्या है ठीक है. Another thing that plays role is, of course, the nurture, your upbringing, how the environment was when you were growing up, how the relationships of people around you were, like your parents or amongst your parents and your grandparents if you had a joint family, and how conflict was resolved at home, right? That also develops a lot of idea or perception of people related to conflict. Sometimes मेरे लिए ऐसा झगड़ा होगा कि नहीं मुझे करना है यार, I want to just sort it out, and you might be like नहीं मुझे अभी अब छोड़ दो, अभी नहीं बात करनी, मुझे 10 मिनट बाद बात करेंगे या हम 1 घंटे बाद बात करेंगे. So all of these things what you observe as a child or what you've been around as a child play a very big role in each person's life, not related to mental health disorders but just on your perception like we were talking about.
But Prachi, see, the point is कि उसको point out करना is so difficult among people, right? कि ये हुआ है because मैं जब बड़ा हो रहा था तब मेरा एक feedback है brain का कि you know मैं पहले hurt हो चुका हूँ तो मुझे वापस इस चीज में नहीं आना है. But to point out that exact feeling, that same thing, it's very tough. So what is the first step?
I think like I actually want to know, how do you identify all these things as an individual? Because there are like, as you said, everyone needs therapy. So that means billions of people are suffering from anxiety or depression or stress or whatever. Absolutely. So how can someone even identify this individually? You know, because the first step is acceptance, right?
Yeah, first step is to like accept that something is wrong, something is not
so
right.
So how do you know कि हाँ this is wrong?
Good question. I think there are very
Thanks, huh?
yeah
1 point to you.
yeah plus 1 to Chirag. So no, I think it comes from little changes in your behavior. Okay, so for example, if you observe in yourself that yeah, I'm not able to wake up on time, as little as that. Okay, I'm not able to wake up.
Bro, I'm dead.
Yeah, please, Prachi, please.
This is a very relatable issue,
Bro, everything is relatable when it comes to mental health. I can relate it to my own self also.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but this not waking up on time is very like normal.
No,
But
no,
चिराग
it is normal.
सुबह 4 बजे घर आएगा तो 10 बजे नहीं उठ सकता.
Yeah, see, मतलब अब तुम अगर एक रात पहले पीकर आ रहे हो तो तुम नहीं उठ पाओगे सुबह.
कल मैं जल्दी सोया था, मैं आज भी नहीं उठ
Yeah,
पाया. So,
Yeah, anyway.
So, I mean, that is of course related to a lot
yeah,
of
like seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So changes in behavior. Okay, like if I am a very happy-go-lucky and jolly person, I talk a lot. Okay, that's how you've seen me always. And then I sort of stop talking less and stop talking, or say for example, I am saying no to plans and not being available for anything, or I don't have the energy to work. You see that I am skipping out on a lot of things, or I'm not able to carry out day-to-day activities like even taking a shower is, like I avoid it, or it's such a big struggle, or I was the person who was taking care of my health in terms of exercising or doing something. It's slowly deteriorating, or I'm very agitated, irritated. कुछ भी नहीं होता है लेकिन एकदम से गुस्सा आ जाता है on small little things. These are certain signs where you can see that okay, this is the time that there is something going on. I need to focus and I need to figure out what is happening with me. Because these small changes in behavior are somewhat a sign that tell you that okay, there may be something wrong. Losing interest in things that you used to enjoy before. If I used to enjoy playing games with my friends, going out doing bowling, and I don't like that anymore, losing interest in all of those things that you enjoyed before, are certain signs, certain warning signs that we say that.
So is there like a level of anxiousness or depression or something that can be like self-corrected? Like someone does not need to go to therapy, they can just like work on it themselves.
They can. But I think that comes with if you have certain awareness of what's going on with
Yeah.
you. Self-awareness, I think, plays a very big role in self-improvement or working on yourself. Someone who's not self-aware would not be able to identify that this is something that they need to work on. Someone who's self-aware will know that, okay, like I said, these changes in their behavior, they would be able to observe themselves. Like we were talking about that corporate world, right?
Yeah.
I was messed up like anything. And how I noticed that was, I was not responding to my clients. Okay, I was like ignoring them, ignoring the emails, ignoring calls, not talking to anyone at home, not eating properly, not going out with friends, and just the major part of not being myself. And I was like, no, I need to take a break. I took a break for 3 months. I worked on myself, I worked on my mental health, and then I got back into working. So because I was self-aware, I could see that no, yaar, I'm not in the right space. This is not me. I can't ignore my clients, right? That was a big red flag for me. So you need to be aware for you to start working on yourself.
But at the same time, काफी लोगों के लिए ये कॉल कभी आता ही नहीं है, right? उनको बस it's for a lot of people, Prachi, I feel like it's always external.
Yeah.
कि ये दुनिया मेरे साथ खराब हो रहा है, इस पर्सन ने मेरे साथ खराब किया, इसने. It's never internal.
Yeah.
आप हमेशा बाहर की तरफ ही देख रहे हो कि मेरी आईज से जो मुझे दिख रहा है प्रॉब्लम इनमें है, कभी भी आप अंदर नहीं जाते. एंड दैट इज अ वेरी important step, I feel like, कि जहाँ पे आप इस चीज को सॉल्व कर सकते हो कि आप क्या कर रहे हो उस चीज के बारे में. एंड समटाइम्स आई फील लाइक कि पीपल दे जस्ट लाइक कि कुछ हो जाएगा लाइक ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी, ये हो जाएगा, बट आप कर क्या रहे हो उसके लिए?
Yeah, so talking about external things, do things like drugs, alcohol.
Yeah.
Talking about that. Do all these things help, like to a certain level? Does it actually? Because that's what people think, right?
Yeah.
Like this will help me, or this will make me feel relief for like 2 hours or something, whatever. So does it actually help or no?
See, these things are a way of coping, right? When we say alcohol or any sort of drugs, recreational drugs, people call it, they're actually very unhealthy way to cope.
Yeah.
They might make you feel better, yes, but it's such an unhealthy way, right? क्या कर रही हूँ मैं उस चीज से? I drink alcohol, I smoke up, I'm just pushing all those emotions down.
You're not resolving them.
I'm
like,
not allowing it to be, right? I think the most important thing is, the major thing is that when you allow the emotions to be felt, there is this research that says that you need to give it 8 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes. If you give this feeling 8 minutes, it surpasses. And you're okay with it. For example, if I'm angry on something that my partner did, okay, and if I give it 8 minutes to feel that anger, really feel that disappointment, anger and irritability in myself, that okay, this is something wrong that he did and I'm feeling a certain way, I need to sit with that feeling for 8 minutes and it will be fine.
Cool.
But with alcohol and smoking up, what happens is that people are just like, or cigarettes, for example, people are just like, okay, yaar, my दिमाग खराब हो रहा है, जला यार. You did not even give it 1 minute. You did not sit with your feelings for even a minute.
Yeah.
Then it goes on to years.
Yeah.
So like it's like कि वो प्रॉब्लम को मैं बाद में सॉल्व करूंगा, जैसे ही मुझे वो फीलिंग वापस आएगी, I'll get back to those
जब
things.
होगा तब देखेंगे.
Yeah.
types.
बट कभी ऐसा लाइक किसी थेरेपी सेशन में प्राची ऐसा कभी बोला है क्या कि सुबह 5:30 बजे उठो, सारी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी? इच्छा हुई है क्या?
अगर ऐसा हो रहा है तो मेरी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं हो सकती है.
तो बट लेके पेरेंट्स का आजकल गो टू आंसर है ना, तुम लेट क्यों उठते हो, तुम सुबह
डॉक्टर्स
उठो.
का भी अब हो गया ऐसा.
नहीं, आई मीन इट्स अ प्रूवन थिंग,
हमेशा से रहा
राइट?
है.
इट्स अ प्रूवन थिंग.
Yeah, it's scientifically proven.
प्रूवन, या.
Did you do it?
I wake up like at 6 a.m. in the morning, every day.
Life sorted है.
Hey,
Sure.
no comments on that. But no comments on that. But like ऐसा कभी कुछ हुआ है? Like
See, I think it depends from person to person. But yes, waking up early definitely gives you more time for certain things. Say, for example, if a person is not able to manage all their things in life and they feel overwhelmed, constantly overwhelmed, यार ये भी नहीं हो रहा है, 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 then sometimes we sit and we create a routine based on whatever's comfortable with the client and then what should be the right way. We sit together, we create that routine ki okay, if you wake up at this time, then you can probably manage this time for this work, or then you can exercise for this time, then you can take this much time to cook, and whatever they want to do in a day, just helping them create that routine for themselves so that their mental health is at
But at the
peace.
same time, Prachi, like this is a proven thing, right? अगर आपका body clock अर्थ के बॉडी क्लॉक से चल रहा है, मतलब वर्ल्ड के क्लॉक से चल रहा है, तो आपके नेचुरली आपके अंदर जो एंजाइम्स हैं, जो भी मतलब जो भी रिलीज होता है, आपको कहीं ना कहीं मेंटल हेल्थ में इम्प्रूव कराता है. वो एक मिथ नहीं है. आप
नहीं, it's not
Yeah,
a
but the thing is, there are a lot of people who are naturally not morning people.
Yeah.
And that there is a study for this. So,
हाँ,
so
fair enough. But
what about them?
majority cases
depression
में
में ही रहेंगे.
उनका क्या सोल्यूशन है? नहीं, but
Sometimes, like I said, more people are, you know, some people are more likely to be influenced or to be affected by these issues. So someone who may even wake up early and have their best life, you know, work out, go to the gym and eat healthy, and then work and come back, chill with their friends on weekends, spend time with family. This is apparently what people think gives you the best mental health. But they can still, you know, be suffering because they don't open up, right, about their emotions. They feel that vulnerability is a shameful thing to have, or they feel, you know, they have these certain cognitive distortions, we call it, which talks about how I'm perceiving the world. से अगर मेरे साथ 2 बार धोखे हो गए, ठीक है, तो अगर मैं ये सब कर रही हूँ ना, सुबह उठना, जिम करना, हेल्दी खाना, स्पेंड टाइम विद फैमिली, ये सब भी कर लिया, लेकिन अगर मेरा वो कॉग्निटिव डिस्टॉर्शन है कि यार दुनिया खराब है, सब लोग ऐसे हैं, मैं बात नहीं कर रही हूँ किसी से, कि नहीं दूर रहो, नॉट रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू पीपल, नॉट टॉकिंग टू पीपल, स्पेंडिंग टाइम विद देम, दिस इज ऑल्सो अ साइन वेयर योर मेंटल हेल्थ कैन नॉट बी, लाइक इट्स नॉट इन प्लेस. So there are a lot of segments of factors when it comes to mental health, right? Sometimes a person can be functioning very well, but still going through a lot within.
Yeah, so basically we see this thing with jolly people, right? Who are always like कि चलो कुछ करते हैं, always fun to be around, but जब वो अकेले होते हैं, they feel like shit.
Yeah.
And they have like this one person or like a group of people जिनको ये reality मालूम होती है कि ऐसी when life is happening, he is always jolly and like, you know, get ऐसा वाला चीज, but उसके बाद कुछ भी नहीं. So उन लोगों का क्या, जो कि like basically therapy सिर्फ उन लोगों के लिए नहीं है जो कि sad हैं, depressed हैं. It is also about those people जो कि neutral रहते हैं अपनी life में. उनके लिए क्या है therapy और उनके लिए क्या होनी चाहिए therapy?
Very good question.
1 point?
Yeah,
or
1
2
point
points?
to you, 1 point to you as well.
Tie.
रुक जा, मैं सोचता हूँ.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, lot of times you can externally look very happy or look like you have all in place, but you may be struggling with, like I said, emotions or relationships in your life. For them, it's again these aspects of their life that they probably need to work on. Not just see, like mental health be now, it's like it's a state of mind. Okay.
Yeah.
And if that state of mind is set for you, it prepares you for certain challenges or certain situations that might come up. So for someone who externally looks very happy right now, say for example, if they suffer in relationships, okay, with emotions, उसकी शादी हो गई, ठीक है, they get married. Now it's going to be an everyday thing, because you're going to share your emotions, you're going to have this relationship with someone at all times. What do you do then? With the outside world, you can still create that distance, and you know, when you're in your own zone, you can just be however you want. But then there's this new person now. What then?
Yeah.
So therapy for such people can be like, again, a vaccination, like I said, to prepare them for certain situations that might come up into their life. Right now, they might not have to deal with those situations because they are choosing to step out of it, choosing to avoid people, choosing to avoid that connection, that attachment. But at some point of time, they might not have an option.
But spiritualism और medical therapy में क्या difference है, or is it the same thing?
Okay, spirituality is very different, and medical therapy is very different. Medical, I think, aspect is very different, and even psychology. These three are very different.
Science versus belief.
Yeah.
Yeah, but spirituality में भी you also like look inside, right?
You
क्या
do.
चल रहा है? तो like how do you define that line कि हाँ, this is a different field and this is a different thing, because at the same time both of those things are saying
तू थेरेपिस्ट के पास जा रहा है तो थेरेपी, तू मंदिर जा रहा है तो
no,
No, yeah. मंदिर में भी ना religion आता है, spirituality नहीं आता.
स्पिरिचुअलिटी में इज लाइक कि आप जब ध्यान करते हो, यू लुक इनसाइड कि यार मेरे इमोशंस क्या हैं, मुझे क्या ट्रिगर करता है, मुझे क्यों ट्रिगर करता है, इसका नीश क्या है, इसका कोर क्या है. And in therapy, it's like सामने वाला is guiding you and helping you कि यार ये वाला दरवाजा खोल के देखा क्या, ये वाला दरवाजा खोल के देखा क्या, यहाँ पे क्या फील हुआ, यहाँ पे क्या फील हुआ.
Yes.
So like, is it like different या फिर it's different?
It's different. It's
कैसे?
very different. One of the ways that you mentioned actually makes a lot of sense. Spirituality, you have certain practices that you apply yourself to dive within and understand what's going on. In therapy, a therapist will guide you in that process, right? And support you with that process. Spirituality is a one-person thing. When it comes to therapy, there's always your therapist on board. Imagine कि एक river में boats हैं, ठीक है? एक therapist अपनी boat पे है, client अपनी boat पे है, but दोनों साथ में boat row कर रहे हैं और same destination तक जा रहे हैं,
okay.
right? If there is a turbulence, if there is a storm, there is always this person to help you, protect you, and hold your hand and make you move.
और क्या ये दोनों चीजें एक साथ coexist हो सकती हैं?
Absolutely, it does. In my world, I think I'm very spiritual as a person. So it helps me, this knowledge of psychology and spirituality helps me manage my mental health, honestly. Because there is peer counseling that we do for each other. Like, say, for example, 10 therapists sitting and doing peer counseling. That's what helps us a lot in the first place. But if this is not available, I think spirituality helps a lot to understand why am I getting triggered, like you mentioned. Or if I know that, okay, this is something that I'm not able to figure out, I get my answers from spirituality. Sometimes I can get lost with a client also. I get my answers from spirituality that, okay, choose this path.
Okay.
Take
मतलब
this
experiment
path.
करके देखते हैं.
Yeah,
Ex-
let's take this path.
So, एक और point there.
Yeah,
Good
please.
question. Yeah. So I actually wanna ask you about social media.
Yeah.
Right? We get the corporate thing, like that's also very relatable for a lot of people. But social media is, I think, the most commonly used thing amongst everyone.
Yeah.
And it has created this sense of FOMO
Yeah.
inside of everyone.
Yeah.
And it has come to a point where it is becoming unhealthy. So, do you have a lot of clients who deal with
Social media anxiety.
issues relating to social media?
Yeah.
And how do you solve those?
For the record, 2017 से मेरे पास कोई social media platform नहीं है.
क्या बात?
And I still feel like shit.
So,
Okay, not using social media does not eliminate your
Yeah,
issues. It
that
just does not
was a
add
joke.
to
That
it.
was a joke.
since
That was a
last
joke.
year, I think you've realized कि हाँ कुछ
Yeah.
तो होना चाहिए एक page तो.
हाँ मतलब but ठीक है मतलब maybe
For
for
work
this,
at least.
हाँ for work maybe but like personally though I've never been on social media so like anyway yeah.
That's amazing, yeah.
Yeah,
In this
thanks.
world, staying
Yeah,
away.
actually. When I met him, I thought he was a weirdo.
my dad is like give me your Instagram ID I will tag him like dad I'm not on Instagram like give me your Facebook like I'm not like what is wrong with you.
Wow.
I thought he was weird.
Like, what?
But yeah, man, like that was weird.
Yeah but I
then,
don't
yeah,
like
then I realized कि हाँ,
yeah
that's
see
pretty
Chirag
cool.
for me it was like for Prachi for you also like मैं एक दिन बस उठा and it was very weird मैंने Instagram uninstall किया उसके पहले मैं बहुत बार uninstall कर चुका था ठीक है but I will always come back a week later like 2 हफ्ते बाद but that day मैंने uninstall किया and उसके बाद I have never looked back never
ऐसे ये बचपन में तूने breakups की वजह से तो नहीं
nah
किया ना ये
never
सब चीज़?
never I'm like dude I like
Because people do this. So
ना कभी नहीं I just feel like shit क्या है ये like uninstall
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Actually, I was going to ask you guys only. You
Yeah.
asking me this question. I want to know from you.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about social media? Like you telling me that you were not there and you felt कि नहीं चाहिए.
हाँ बस
Where did that come from?
So basically, मेरा personal thing is, how do I say, कि मुझे ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं मिल रहा था सोशल मीडिया से जो कि मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि मुझे यहाँ रहना चाहिए. I was not gaining anything. और मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि see मतलब even though a lot of people don't know this कि I used to write a lot when I was in school. So I used to write skits, I used to write small stories and वो stories कब होती थी जब मैं डॉक्टर के पास बैठा हुआ मेरे पास फोन नहीं है and I'm observing people कि अरे यहाँ पे ये हो गया वहाँ पे हो गया तो I used to pick people up कि ये कैरेक्टर यहाँ से उठा लिया ये स्टोरी यहाँ से उठा ली ये लाइन यहाँ से उठा ली and I felt like कि when I was on मैं अब जब उस डेंटिस्ट के यहाँ बैठा हूँ मैं डेंटिस्ट के पास तो कभी का नहीं जब मैं उस डॉक्टर के पास बैठा हुआ या फिर जब मैं हेयर कट के लिए गया हुआ हूँ आई एम नॉट ऑब्जर्विंग पीपल आई एम ऑन माई फोन सो आई फेल्ट लाइक यार मुझे यहाँ से हटना चाहिए बिकॉज इट इज नॉट लेटिंग मी डू माई वर्क सो दैट वाज इट फॉर मी
Good, but तुझे डेंटिस्ट के पास जाना चाहिए.
Yeah.
maybe but what
I know
about
a good one.
yeah
No, bro. I think I get the negative side of it, but if you're self-aware, you're smart enough to like deal with it. कि like I
हाँ,
only use it
हाँ.
for this because I know कि इससे like I get a good positive kick out of this, so I'll use it for that. So like memes are a good example.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
love watching reels and
Yeah.
shit like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, so बीच में मैं भी खोलता हूँ. But then I know my limit की
Yeah.
देखो
But
अब
as
बैठ
a-
गए तो बैठ गए,
हाँ.
and unless it's an off day I'm not just like scrolling or ऐसे time pass.
And what about you?
So yeah, I don't use my phone a lot. In fact, I'm someone who's asking this question a lot. मेरा phone कहाँ है? Because it just gets lost, wherever I go. So to answer your question, right, if there are people who get affected by this, yes, majorly. If you see, पहले इतने mental health issues नहीं थे लोगों को जब social media का ज़माना नहीं था.
Yeah.
अब आप अगर compare करोगे, there is so much more anxiety, so much more depression.
Plus there's FOMO about having anxiety.
So much
Yeah.
FOMO, yeah.
So people just want to have anxiety.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
people are having anxiety because they don't
because
have
they don't have anxiety.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
it
And
satisfies.
words like anxiety, trauma, just being thrown. Like
Yeah,
pop
yeah.
culture has romanticized these words, which I don't understand, especially Gen Z. Coffee गिर गई, अरे यार, something traumatic happened to me, and I'm like, this is not traumatic. There's this therapy introduced just because people started throwing these words like anything. There's this trauma-informed therapy, which talks about how these minor things are not trauma, right? Someone who's gone through abuse in childhood is traumatic. That thing is traumatic, or if you suffered a loss and then like right next to that there's a big major change in your life that happened, that can be traumatic, but not spilling coffee over your clothes is traumatic, right?
No, but like I would like to add something to this. My friend Utkash, you have met him, right?
Yeah.
So basically, his point is social media को लेके कि जब आप social media नहीं था तो you used to have this limited circle, right?
Yeah.
आपका school है, आप compare कर रहे हो कि मेरा school में क्या चल रहा है, मेरे coaching में क्या चल रहा
Comparing
है.
things with similar people.
हाँ.
Yeah.
And एक limited distance है उसका. But now इंदौर में बैठ के you can compare your life with somebody who lives in Florida, who's a billionaire, who's a millionaire. तो अब वो रीच अनलिमिटेड हो गई है. अब आप लिमिटेड चीजों को नहीं देख रहे हो, आप किसी से भी कंपेयर कर सकते हो अपनी लाइफ, एंड यू ऑलवेज फील लाइक शिट
Yes.
बिकॉज देयर इज ऑलवेज who's like doing better, who's more prettier, smarter, जो भी.
Yeah.
सो आई थिंक सोशल मीडिया ने वो कर दिया है लाइक
The
अनलिमिटेड.
comparison.
या एग्जैक्टली. आप कितनी प्रोफाइल्स है आप देख
आप
लो.
खोलोगे कि यार अच्छा आपको कोई ट्रिप प्लान करनी है, आपने खोला और देखो यार ये तो बाली में बैठा है, अगले महीने ये तो यहाँ पहुंच गया, अरे अभी तो फिर घूम रहा है, फिर दुबई पहुंच गया. तो वो कंपैरिजन से it starts affecting your mental health because you feel यार what am I doing in life?
Plus, when people go to these places, they're just on their phones.
Yeah.
Because they want to showcase everything. So,
Yeah.
like, I've seen people who like just post stories throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like every half an hour, 1 hour, they're just posting stories.
या
भाई तेरे 500 follower है. It's not like you're an influencer or something, but still people do this.
Yeah.
That also hampers a lot of experiences and everything.
Absolutely. I think it has a downside to it when it comes to you being very active on social media also, not just scrolling, but if you're very active, you might want to stay relevant, or you want to be like this person who people look up to, and I'm also living this life that is good and that is classy, and I'm like basically to be relevant in the society. People feel that if I post a lot about my life, I'm relevant, and if they don't post, who knows about my existence.
या
That is also something that affects a lot of clients also at a lot of times, that I'm not able to showcase my life in a fancy way because nothing is fancy in my life. And this perception that if I don't show it on social media, people will not know, it rips them off the experience that you're not living it.
या
Right?
या
You just live your life to show it to other people, and that's only when it becomes relevant. Nothing else, even if you experience it fully, is relevant for you because you do not show it to people. So you're so right that वो experience की जो importance है या जो उसका एक full आपको एक satisfaction मिल सकता है, वो नहीं मिलता है.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the part 1 of the Prachi Bhatia podcast. We'll be back with part 2 soon in a couple of weeks. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until then, go watch some sports podcast, or you can enjoy the Everything You Should Know podcast.